India's legacy railway system is a staggering machine. Every day, it moves millions of people and thousands of tons of cargo across a subcontinent, serving as the primary link between the nation's regional economies. But that machine hit a physical wall. For decades, expanding passenger demand and heavy industrial freight were forced to compete for space on the same aging tracks. Even the dedicated freight lines in the east and west are completely choked. Right now, they push an average of 400 heavy cargo trains a day and run at near capacity. Building new tracks to relieve this pressure was historically a slow process. Planners routinely faced delays navigating regional political gridlock, protected wildlife areas, and reserved forests. That led to the 2026-2027 national budget, where authorities allocated $35.2 billion to restructure the rail network. This capital represents a systemic rewiring of the entire country's economic geography. Instead of adding more trains to old tracks, the strategy focuses on building separate, dedicated corridors from the ground up. Before laying a single yard of concrete, the government addressed the planning gridlock. They introduced the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, a centralized, data-driven system to coordinate infrastructure across multiple ministries at once. The master plan uses BISAGN software to map route alignments and automatically plot detours around ecological or archaeological sites. On the new Indore Manmad line, it locked in a path avoiding reserved forests while maximizing access to industrial clusters. By solving these physical roadblocks digitally, the government reduced the time it takes to appraise and clear a project, driving down overall costs before construction even begins. Resolving bureaucratic and environmental friction at the macro level is the mandatory first step toward executing the physical upgrades. The first phase of that physical execution is the rollout of 7 new high-speed passenger lines, spanning nearly 4,000 kilometers. Looking at the national layout, these corridors form major regional arteries. In the south, a diamond network connects the economic hubs of Chennai, Bengaluru, and Hyderabad. In the west, a new link will collapse the travel time between Mumbai and Pune down to just 48 minutes. To run on these faster lines, the railway is deploying Vande Bharat express trains. These units are designed and built entirely in India, and the government aims to put 4,500 of them into service by 2047. Meanwhile, industrial cargo gets its own dedicated pipeline. A new 2,052-kilometer east-west dedicated freight corridor is being built to link West Bengal directly to the ports of Gujarat. Moving heavy, slow industrial freight off the passenger lines relieves the choking congestion of the legacy system. It lets factories ship goods faster while commuters travel without constant delays. But national arteries only work if the local capillaries are clear. If we zoom into Maharashtra's urban network, the day-to-day commuter experience has been defined by intense local congestion and aging crossings. To fix this, the state corporation Maharail is eliminating ground-level railway crossings. They are building dozens of new road overbridges and subways in areas like Katol and Nagpur to keep local traffic moving. Alongside the structural upgrades, they are rolling out Kavach, an automatic train protection system that uses electronic sensors to physically brake trains and prevent collisions in these high-density sectors. The physical footprint of the commute is also being modernized. In Maharashtra alone, 132 local stations are being rebuilt under the Amrit Bharat scheme, providing wide, covered platforms and updated architecture. These granular, block-by-block upgrades deliver the actual value of the network to the daily rider. High-speed lines require safe, efficient local infrastructure to be effective. This chart measures the combined impact of the new planning and capital. Over the last decade, track commissioning has more than doubled, jumping from 4.2 to 8.57 kilometers every single day. And as construction accelerates, targeted safety technologies like Kavach have helped railway accidents drop by nearly 95%. The financial commitment backing this acceleration is significant. In states like Maharashtra, the annual outlay for rail infrastructure has multiplied by more than 20 times compared to the 2009-2014 average. By treating the rail system as a single organism, the government is transforming the network into a series of corridors that link industrial clusters directly to global export markets. Shrinking travel times, isolating industrial freight, And maximizing local safety through this $35.2 billion rewiring acts as the primary engine for India's regional development. It is the physical framework that will expand the nation's industrial output for the next century.